Passion, drive, and patience. The formula of winning championships is also what keeps your ride or die alive. eBay Motors has everything for you to maintain your vehicle and level it up to peak performance. Superchargers, roof racks, exhaust kits, LED lights, and more. Whether you're into speed, power, or style, eBay Motors has it covered. With over 122 million parts for your number one ride or die, you'll always find exactly what you're looking for. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, your part is guaranteed to fit your ride every time or your money back. Because with eBay Motors, you're burning rubber, not cash. With all the parts you need at the prices that you want. It's easy to make your car the MVP it needs to be and bring home huge wins. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Again, ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply. Probably that fuck boys up there somewhere.
Funny. He wants more money. And more like time. He's got anxiety. He's got depression. He takes pills so he doesn't lose his mind. He's just a fuck boy.
Welcome
He's not your boy.
to Clem Kush. Episode like 8,000. No. I would say we're into are we into the hundreds?
No, because we were in the 20s when I came back.
Yeah.
So I've been here 7 months now.
When's your 1 year?
January.
We should have like a little something.
Actually, I think I came in to do a show at the end of December, but I started officially in January. You know, like
before or after Barb?
I started before Barb.
You did?
You had me in was it 1 day or 2 days a week, 3 days a week?
Right.
And then that went up to 5 days a week. And then you gave me the podcasting and the social media, and here we are.
Yeah, there we are. And you know what? That's great. Here we are, killing it.
I guess.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't think we're killing it compared to listen.
Well, I don't want to compare. Let's not compare.
Let's not compare ourselves to Dan Bonagino.
No, we don't need to. I don't think we need to compare ourselves to anybody.
Yeah, I think that's where we got our own little lane that's self-sufficient, right?
Bubba, I don't worry about radio. I don't really worry about what other streamers are doing outside of seeing their ideas. I feel like we've got a strong, passionate audience. We can grow that audience even bigger. I think that there's a ton of Bubba fans that don't even know that you exist, don't even know that you're doing content, and I think we can continue to reach out to those people and grow what we already have, which was the idea when we started doing original content for the podcast. I just said there's way too many Bubba fans out there that don't know about this, and this is one of the best ways to get it out.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm kind of always working for.
Me too.
I got an idea.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm having a little bit of a regurge deal here.
You need, what do you need?
Nothing. I don't need anything.
More time in the chair?
I need your, no, God, that fucking time in the chair. It's, whew.
I'm glad that's working for you.
All right. So what do you got?
All right. So I think that we have to do next level content, and we did it a little bit when we did the debate show, and then I think we were working on doing something else. I feel like was a different kind of content. Now I feel like we should do this. I feel like we're a band, and we got to get out there, and we got to meet the people, and we got to touch them, and we got to give them our art and make them want to follow us all over. So here's what I thought we could do, Bubba, because we have all this information, at our fingertips. We look at our biggest cities, Orlando, Miami, St. Louis, Pittsburgh. We start with Florida, and we go on these 24-hour trips where we camera up the house, and it's just like we're on YouTube the whole time. People are watching us do all this shit, and while we're down there, we're doing a meet and greet with whatever listeners want to come meet us from that area.
Right.
So what we've got is we've got you.
So what if
me,
we show up and only 8 people show up?
Okay, that's what happens with some bands, right? I mean, you show up to a city and it could be a big crowd, it could be a smaller crowd, but either way, we're getting out there, Bubba, and
right.
we're touching those people. And then
so what do we do? Airbnb?
Yeah, something
like a house.
Yeah.
And do a Friday, Saturday night meet and greet, come back Sunday?
Maybe, or we just stay one night. I know it would cost something, it costs a little bit, but I just figured you get all of us in a house, maybe we watch a college football game Saturday night.
Well, Friday has to be the travel day for us to get there, so we got to stay but we could go live, Saturday by, if you're looking at cameraing up the venue and it be live on YouTube, then we could go live like for breakfast on Saturday morning.
I mean, that's kind of
make the merch crate get up and have to make breakfast for everybody.
I mean, it was, I didn't have all the details figured out, but I just thought I'm just trying to think bigger with content. So,
Right.
and I kind of feel like we're a band, and I feel like we need
The
to get
show house, the Bubba Army house,
You know what it was, Bubba? And I've seen so many people that have traveled from wherever, South Carolina, Orlando, when we had the Yankees event. I've seen now people from Minnesota, from fucking
Arizona.
Brooksville. Hold on. There was a lady, Belinda, that drove down from fucking Gainesville this weekend to go drop off school supplies at Latin Sons, okay?
For real?
Yes. People are coming from, and the Minnesota one blows me away the most, but like we've had all these people come, and it's like, that says that we got to be doing something right. So let's like get the fuck out there and let's super serve the people.
I agree. So like what we need to think of the markets.
I know. Well, I agree, and we have some stuff. I think we start off with Orlando. I think we start off with a lot of Florida markets.
Well, I think you and I need to sit down because you're not privy to the Facebook numbers.
No, I'm not.
So I show you the Facebook numbers. We obviously we can look. I think we look at YouTube, Facebook, podcasting, and maybe X. If I don't know if X gives you that kind of analysis or not, but
I don't think so.
I know that Facebook will give you those stats. YouTube will give you those stats. And podcasting will give you those stats, right?
Yeah.
So and Facebook will give you the stats.
That's kind of where I got the idea from. So
and you say, okay, let's write down the top 5 cities on Facebook. Let's write down the top 5 cities on YouTube, and let's write down the top 5 cities on our podcasting. And then we might even be able to have Mike Rowe give us our top 5 cities on Bubba Army HQ, just to have them to see if they align with what everything else is aligning. You know what I'm saying?
That would be strong. Now, like, here's what I would do, Bubba. Like, obviously, our number 1 market's Tampa, St. Pete, and then the number 2 is Orlando, Daytona, Melbourne. I would do things within that. I would do Tampa. I would do Orlando. I would do areas around there first before we decided to go, hey, we're going to go to St. Louis, or we're going to go to Philadelphia, or we're going to go to New York, which are our next 3 biggest cities. So I feel like if we take care of like this area, probably do something in South Carolina, and then maybe hit a few. I know you used to do your Bubba Paloozas all over back then, and there was thousands of people that wanted to get to those. But this is a different kind of thing. But
this isn't. We don't charge. It's free.
Yes.
It's just you. It's just us thanking you for following our brand, being loyal, and come hang out with us.
I mean, that's the thing,
right?
and then we're gonna try to get as much content as we can out of it. So I feel like I've been thinking a lot about the show and a lot about content, and I feel like I've always been about taking content to the next level, and usually that just means, I need to get some callers on the air to make this a bit better, but I just feel like...
Or I need a new podcast idea or something like that.
And that's just stuff like, that's fine, and that's all good, but like I think we need an infusion of new things, new ideas, big ideas, Bubba, because when it comes to, executing content... Money isn't really a huge issue for you. You'll pay for what you need to pay for if it's good content. So I feel like knowing that, I just kind of started thinking a little bit bigger, and I think having all of us camered up, whether it's just a live stream 24/7 or whether it comes in and out at certain times, I think would be interesting.
So I do too. To the fact where I'm now breaking out. I'm on the back end of YouTube, but it doesn't look like YouTube. It can give me countries, but I don't think it can give me states. This is the last 365 days. Like, I'm not going to go lifetime because that could have changed. So, like, within the last year, we've gained 26,400 subscribers. This is YouTube. And then it gives you it tells you that your top areas, but it doesn't age and gender. It doesn't give you cities. It just gives you... All right, here we go.
Other cities.
All right, here's cities. All right, so let's look at this, okay? And again, I don't want any of this broadcast. This is just me and you bullshitting, okay?
What do you mean? We're doing a podcast.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, I don't want people to visually see this.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they can.
So top cities, it's not... okay.
You got to. I think you have to select a metric or something.
View by cities, watch time. Okay, if we just do watch time. Tampa, Orlando, Charlotte, Atlanta, Raleigh. Now, so hold on. So those, that is by watch time, correct?
Yes.
Let's see if we break it down by maybe just views. Views doesn't seem to want to give you the cities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So let's go again. Watch time or average view. More metrics. Oh Jesus!
I think we just needed a feel for. I mean, it's the same stuff.
Here we go. So it basically
Tampa,
Orlando, Charlotte, Atlanta, Raleigh, New York, Chicago, Miami, Los Angeles,
Jacksonville.
Yeah, and I think okay. So
we hit these. We hit Orlando. We either.
I think our first one would be Orlando.
Okay.
Right?
We either open our tour or close our tour in Tampa.
Yes.
Where we do like a Tade's meetup or something.
We close it.
Yes, but I think we hit Orlando, we hit Miami, we hit Jacksonville, and I think maybe we see how those go, Bubba. Maybe we see how those goes. We find, Airbnbs and we lock those down, and if that works out, then maybe we go to Charlotte, maybe we go to St. Louis, maybe we go to New York and see who's there, see who shows up, see what we can get into.
Well, I mean, if you just go by views, we have over 200,000 views in Tampa, 144,000 in Orlando, 132,000, 188,000. We have more views. Actually, no, look at this.
This isn't in order, yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, it's not in order. How do I order it?
I think it's actually going, yeah, it's weird, but.
Because look at this. If you look at Los Angeles is larger in views than Tampa is. Tampa's got 232,000. Los Angeles has 276,000. Meanwhile, New York has almost 400,000.
That makes sense.
I mean,
yeah, it's bigger areas.
Maybe it'll let me. It's not letting me rank them.
Well, I didn't want to. I don't know.
See, if I go to views, then it goes back to that. It goes back to that.
Well, listen, I didn't want to get into all the weeds with this. I just wanted to kind of just present this idea to you and let you know what I've been thinking of.
Okay, I like it.
Much like we did the debate show when everybody came in here and it was really fucking kick ass.
All right, so I like it. So now let's build it.
Okay,
audibly.
Yes.
Just let's spit. Let's kind of sketch it out a little bit.
Okay.
Rough it in, if you will. So the first thing we need to do is I'll get more data from Facebook and YouTube. You get the data from Insta if they give it to you, and also podcasting, because you can get all that data.
Yeah.
You get the podcasting data and the Instagram data, and then I'll get a hold of Mike Rowe via Macho Man or Rhett if you're listening, and see if you can get the Bubba Army HQ data, right? Where are subscribers from? You know what I'm saying? And we kind of do the top 10 Facebook, top 10 YouTube, top 10 Bubba Army HQ, top 10 Instagram, top 10 podcasting.
I mean,
you look at where they are. Okay, Los Angeles is 4 on this one, 3 on that one, number 1 on this one, number 6 on this one, and number 5. And you do an average of the lowest number, and that truly across all platforms will tell you where your hotbed is.
Yeah,
and you rank those 1 through 5, and we say we're going to do, and we commit to 5 cities, with the 5th city being Tampa.
Okay.
And then or however many cities.
And then it's just that's our mini tour. It's the first leg of our mini tour.
And what we do is this. We use Friday to get there, because you got to understand the engineering aspect of it. Macho Man and Rhett are probably going to need Friday night to camera up. You said or do we just go, from our phones? You know what I'm saying?
Lemmy said they can check HQ for numbers and for cities. Yeah,
do that for me.
I think that we could. I
think you pick one of those forums. Maybe. Well, you could probably go live on multiple. Could you not? I don't know.
I was just thinking about YouTube.
But so let's concentrate. Let's agree to concentrate on YouTube.
Yes,
that's where we broadcast this.
Yes.
Okay, and it opens up Saturday morning with the merch crick making us breakfast.
I think it opens before that. I think it opens in the car while we're driving there. I think that's a big part of it. I mean, we're going to have how long is it going to take us to get to Orlando or Miami? So, I mean, we show up, we've got, who knows how we, start relaxing. We check out the house like it's the first episode of The Real World.
If we're just,
we go swimming.
And here's the deal. We're basically, we're just live from a cell phone. That's all we got to be, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, pretty much. Or we could, step it up if we needed to. With I don't know how all this shit works, Bubba. I don't know the technical end of things here. I'm just giving you the ideas, and then the smart people can mold them.
Well,
into workable.
You and I are working the ideas out now, and the smart people will tell us what we can and cannot do. We're just trying to think in a perfect world.
Yeah. At work, the worst case scenario is we've got a phone, but right. I think that it could be. At least maybe grow into something a little bit more produced.
We might be able to be on a phone while we're getting there.
Yes.
And while we're unpacking the car and all that. But after, Macho Man and Rhett have been able to establish maybe some fixed cameras or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, listen, I just wanted to.
And then we do Friday night. We kind of do just a catered in dinner with all of us, like pizza or just something simple. But we're all together, fucking around, fucking with each other, ribbing on each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, if Dr. Dan or Jay or Babyface can make it, that's great. Like, I would totally want.
Now, our spouses invited?
No.
No, it's no spouses.
This is strictly, I mean, spouses can come, I guess, but to me, this is strictly
But I need a merch crick as my, she does everything.
No, she works. I mean, she works here.
All right.
So that's how I look at it.
No other spouses.
If spouses want to come, I'm not going to have an issue, but I kind of see it as, it's us. If you want to add a character, add a character.
Well, I mean, I was just saying the merch crick just because, she's kind of like my handler.
No,
she'll pack me.
Yes.
And she'll do. And at the end of the day, I was going to make her cook breakfast for everybody in the morning.
Oh, that's great.
And dealing with everybody else, like you probably don't like the same thing I like for
breakfast.
breakfast.
No bacon. I don't do swine.
Right, exactly. So she's up there cooking, she's like, okay, I can't make. I'm making bacon.
I want a peanut butter smoothie and some fucking avocado toast.
Exactly, and she didn't know how to do that shit.
No, but she'll learn between now and whenever.
So then so we wake up Saturday morning, and then maybe
go for a swim or something. Toss a football around. Maybe watch early college football, and then we go to a meet and greet. And
then we say hey, at 7:00 tonight or 8:00 tonight. Wherever.
Probably a little earlier, Bubba. Like a happy hour deal. But
like 6?
Yeah, we'll be here. We'll be here from 6 to 8, 6 to 9.
8. We're gonna be at Jimmy's fucking brew pub from 6 until 8.
Yeah, come out. Whatever you want. Food's on us.
I wonder if we could. As we were talking, we're just not going to spring it upon them. We're going to talk about it ad nauseum. You know how the fuck we are.
Yeah.
So I wonder if people have to reserve or kind of give us a little bit of indication if they're coming to the meet and greet so that we can par up the food deal. So
yes.
Hey, listen, it's free, but you just got to, email us or, something.
We'll figure it out. But
we probably, that way we have kind of an idea if it's going to be, and if it sucks, if we get 8 people, then we're like, fuck it, we ain't going. Well, we go to the next city. But when the next city there, all of a sudden there's 57 people. We're like, okay, we'll do that.
Look, Bubba, even if there's 8 people, we are still there doing our content. Like we're doing 2 things for one trip.
I guess we're creating content and meeting the people.
Right, that's what I'm trying to do. Both of those things.
And the meeting the people isn't nearly as important as creating the content.
Well, I mean, meeting the people is important, but I know that we're going to cities where it's sometimes we're not going to know if someone's going to show up. But if we talk about that, we're going to be going to Charlotte, 2 months from now. Just like any other band would do, it gives people plenty of time to figure out if they want to go there with us. Like
the Bubba Army weekend show house or something. I mean, we think of something, again, we're just roughing in right now. So we think of kind of a creative title that we call it.
Yeah.
Just like BARP. We call Bubba Army Royalty Party. We came up with a fancy little fucking name for that. So we come, and like Bubba 199, we came up with a fancy little name for that. Well, we come up with a fancy, Bubba Army Road Trip.
Voyeur Airbnb.
Bubba Army Road Trip.
Yeah.
Something starring Lummy, Seth, Bubba, Dr. Dan, Macho Man, and Rhett.
I just see it as something goofy, and I think...
Do you think... and those are the players. Maybe you throw in a babyface if he,
I think if he was free, he would love it. He loves that shit. Oh, actually, Dan and Jay, they all love it.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Are you okay?
I'm thinking. I'm liking it.
It shouldn't cost too much if we find like a good Airbnb.
Yeah, I mean,
if we find a good Airbnb, Bubba. I mean, I know we'd have to find a bigger one, but I mean, there's deals out there. Like we have enough time to plan this out right. So that's what I wanted to present to you.
I like it. I like it a lot. Like I want to. Start planning. I want to I want everybody to gather the data.
Well, let's be honest. We're going to go to Orlando first. I mean,
well, we probably, but let's gather the data. Let's gather the data first. We can have the data by Friday.
I got the data's right in front of me.
No, listen, motherfucker.
I got the data. Pennsylvania loves us, Bubba.
Okay, you don't have the data.
No, I have the data.
Then print me out the top 10 cities in your fucking little data that you got.
Can I tell you what? If we really want to go deep, we have, in the last 30 days, we have 74 listens in Japan.
Shut the fuck up.
We're getting 2 listens a day in Japan from somebody, Bubba.
That's one dude that is an American that's traveling to Japan.
Well, what if we went and paid him a visit?
Well,
and make his
him.
life.
Do you know how much money it would cost to fly 9 human beings to fucking Japan and get an Airbnb in Japan and just, Jesus Christ. Yes, Orlando, first city.
Okay, maybe you should know this also. We have 106 listens in Australia.
Yeah, well, I understand that. But, I mean, we have
That's strong.
376,000 in L.A., motherfucker.
All right, well, listen, Bubba, clearly we're worldwide. We're global. We know. We don't have to sit here and stroke ourselves off here.
So what I'm saying is, rather than to fight me, can you just give me the data? Because I'm going to match that up. I want to just really, really ensure. I'm sure all the data pretty much matches up, but I'd like for you and I to look at it and say, listen, fucking St. Louis shows up on podcasting, but St. Louis doesn't show up on Facebook or YouTube. So, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe we don't take St. Louis. We try to take the 5 cities that are on all 5 lists,
Yeah.
So we just ensuring the fact that we're going to have a better experience and more people show up.
Here's the thing, Bubba. We just all have so much more to offer than what we can do sitting here between 6 and 10. Because we're limited. It's just, I don't think we've ever thought to, or, you have obviously bigger ideas, but I don't think we've ever been programmed to
I've tried to have a bigger fucking idea called the Cash Cube, and Mother Nature has butt fucked me 5 times in a row.
I know. It's just that time of year. You can't go outside and float around then. But, I've just been trying to think bigger, and, when we get out and we do things and people get to show the person, it's a whole different vibe. And then I thought throwing us together would be, I think, an interesting dynamic.
Oh, listen. You don't hear me.
I know.
You don't have to sell this thing any further.
No, I appreciate you embracing it.
I like it.
I would love to do it.
I like it, especially when I know that let's just agree to this. Our first one will probably be Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we know that. And so what we could do is start looking for Airbnbs, and I think it should be in the fall.
Yeah, when there's football going on. We go to the bar that night, there's a game on.
Yeah, like October, November.
That's fine.
Something like that.
Yeah.
November and actually I think November in Orlando is a little bit slow because the snowbirds I think it's actually pretty packed.
We'll get some. We'll find something though. Even if I have to go to Lake Mary, we can go on the outskirts, baby.
Sure. And we're going to probably need kind of a badass house.
I think so. I think that's nice.
At least 6 bedrooms.
Well, 6, 5, 4. We'll make it work.
Let me sleep on a sleeping bag.
And not everybody has to go, by the way. I mean, I'm not expecting everybody to drop their weekends. Obviously I have a family and all that shit.
Well, now hold on. Okay. So let's talk about who has to go and then the skeleton crew in case somebody could not go. Let's talk about that. Obviously I have to go.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. And obviously I think you got to go. And obviously I think Lummy's got to go.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Dr. Dan could be a throw-in.
Yes.
Babyface could be a throw-in. Unfortunately, I hate to be authoritarian to both of them, but, Rhett and Macho Man kind of got to go.
Yeah. I mean, I think the crew
they're also characters on the show, but they're also the wire-uppers,
Yeah. No, I mean 100%.
Me, you, and Lummy are not wire uppers.
No.
I'm like,
Lummy
fuck, Rat, we're not on goddamn Facebook. YouTube. Rat, get us on. Like, what the fuck's going on? The wife, Rat.
I think we might have to tip those guys out at the end of each weekend, but it'll probably be worth it. Keeping us streaming all weekend.
I try to give them a little bony.
I know.
I would try to give them a little bony.
But it just,
or maybe what we do is we everybody on that particular video, you see how much money a video generates. You see that, and like on that particular video, everybody gets 20%.
Okay.
Whatever that video makes, and on the back end you can see what a video makes. Makes.
I don't know why I'm accepting their deal. I'm sorry for doing that.
Lummy, Rat, Macho, Bubba, Seth. That's 5. Everybody gets 20%.
Merch,
Merch.
Well, no. It's just she's going. She's just not. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, she's going, but she's not going to get any points.
Yeah, it gives a chance to get the super chats going and all that. You know how those.
So I mean, like, let's say that video would make $2,000 because of super chats and fuck. Next night now it's not now if everybody's making let me see what's 2,000 divided by 5.
400 each.
I mean, would you be mad about that?
I would not be mad, but I also wouldn't be mad if you took the money and put it back into our next stop.
Maybe yeah.
And we keep getting bigger and bigger houses or something.
True. Meaning maybe we take that money and put it aside into our on the road fund, and now it funds itself. Right. That's a pretty good idea.
I think if that's how businessmen seem to operate.
Right.
Now I would take the money, Bubba, first thing, but I'm trying to think bigger picture now.
Because I can say, hey, listen, you know what? This video made $2,000, and that will pretty much pay for our next trip.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. And
the better the house, I think maybe the more people that would be prone to wanting to.
Now, do we invite maybe on Friday night? Do we invite a kind of a pre-listener party and tell them our location and have no? Okay,
no. That's fucking way.
Okay.
Why don't we invite them to sleep over with us, Bubba? Why don't I just make them the fucking new father of my child?
Okay,
let's not stop.
Buddy. We're just scratching this out right now.
Okay,
lover.
but when Hoobastank's coming to Bubba,
I needed that hard no from you.
When Hoobastank's coming to play a concert in your town, they're not fucking sleeping over at their fans' houses.
Okay, I understand.
We're gonna have sometimes when you're up and coming.
What about this? What about this question? Hold on. Well, I'm gonna. Well, are you? Yes.
Where's the question?
Hold on. I can't tell you. It's a very important question.
Oh my God.
So listen.
Did we get a podcast check?
No. Listen. I wish. Listen.
My wife's so mad at me.
Listen. Why?
I know she's mad.
Why? Did you?
I failed.
You needed to tell her. I love a great deal just as much as the next guy, but I'm not going to crawl through a bed of hot coals or go out of my way just to save a few bucks. And if I am, man, it's got to be easy. No hoops, no BS. So when Mint Mobile says it's easy to get wireless for $15 a month with the purchase of a 3-month plan, I'm going to call them out on it. Turns out, it's really that easy. It's that easy to get wireless for $15 a month. The longest part of the process was the time I spent on hold waiting to break up with my old provider. That's a nightmare. Wish everything was as easy as Mint. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk-to-text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your old phone number with you, along with all of your existing contacts. To get this new customer offer with your 3-month premium wireless plan for only $15 a month, you must go to mintmobile.com/Bubba. That's mintmobile.com/BUBBA. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Bubba. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower on 40 gigabytes on unlimited plans. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
Getting the smile and confidence you've been dreaming about, all from the comfort of your home, isn't a total mystery with Byte clear aligners. Just don't be surprised if all your friends start asking, what's your secret? Begin by ordering your at-home impression kit today for only $14.95. Byte clear aligners are doctor-directed and delivered to your door. Treatment costs thousands less than braces, plus they offer flexible financing accept eligible insurance, and you can pay with your HSA FSA. Get 80% off your impression kit when you use code WONDERY at Byte.com. That's BYTE.com. Start your confidence journey today with Byte.
I told her
they come in sporadically.
I did.
Like 1 month it can be fucking great, like last month, and then this month it's not shit.
I know.
Because it's based on a client and like a 60 or 90 day net. So after they advertise, they got 60 or 90 days to pay, and sometimes you'll get two of them paying at the same times, and some of them you got two of them, then then
it's all right. We got the downloads. I know the check will come.
Yeah.
So what were you saying?
Yeah. So what I was saying was, what about this? What if we have Bubba Army royalty that wants to come by the house, a Hall of Famer? Like, what if it's a Hall of Fame? Like, what if...
That's fine.
Yeah, see, so,
There's room, there's wiggle room. I don't want to make this a black and white thing, but, it's going to be a case-by-case basis.
Right. So,
some of our Hall of Famers are even a little sketchy.
Right, true. But like the Friday night house party, that's what we'll have, the Friday night house party, and then the Saturday night, fan meet and greet, but the Friday night house party is, if like, for instance, Heather Wiz wanted to drive from where the hell she lives to Orlando and be, like, I think, like, royalty and Hall of Fames are allowed into the house party part.
Yeah.
Just part of being, that's part of being what the fuck you are.
Yeah. No, I'm all for that.
Yeah, there you go. And that's probably maybe 4 to 5 people. And by the way, they're not spending, you got to go home.
Yeah.
Like
not Heather, but the rest of you heathens.
Heather can slip into somebody's place. She can slip into.
Sit with Erica.
She can sleep.
You come over to my bed, Bubba. I got a twin.
Listen, this is if Erica and Merch Crick slept together, you know what it would be like? I would be in the bed, and those two bitches would be on the couch. I'm just telling you that right now. If you two want to sleep together, it's going to be on the couch.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah.
Or with me.
Again, we'll work.
We can sleep, but if I'm on the left side of the thing, Merch Crick in the middle, then you can put Wizzy on the far right.
Well, the details are, we can work those out in the future.
Sure. Right.
Just wanted to get.
But I love it. Let's start. You know what? Let me see what I got Friday. I know Friday we get out of here early. But let's see if you and I can meet maybe after the show Friday and just compare our notes on statistics.
Okay.
And then we can from there take it, start looking at dates, have maybe you or Phoebe or Ashley or Merch Crick, so once we know the city, kind of give them some rough in dates. Like I look at my calendar and tell you, like what's good for me, and give them some rough-in dates to start looking at some Airbnbs in Orlando.
Yeah.
And then we know, and I'm sure there's some weekends that are more high volume than others.
Well, I mean, we don't want to get into like the November, December thing, because I think that's going to be completely, not worth it as far as, how much it's going to cost to get in there because of the holiday. So,
well, I mean,
we could do like, maybe
maybe a November 15th, 16th.
That could be it. Or October.
Or October 25, 26.
Yeah.
Something like that. and maybe we start looking at, oh, my God, November 15th and 16th, it's $2,700 for the house, and the other one, it's $4,200.
But okay. I think we really plan it out, Bubba. Like, we lay it out like it's a real tour. Like, when we announce it, we announce, like, our 5 spots, when we'll be there, and then we give a chance to let people get prepared in case they want to join us.
Right. So once we make the announcement of Orlando, we're like, okay, Orlando's number 1, but let me tell you who's number 2. Charlotte or Charleston, you're number 2.
Miami,
you're number 3.
I got a text from Macho. I'm scared to open it.
He's probably saying, "You better shut the fuck up right now."
It's got to be one. It's got to be a shut the fuck up.
It's a engineering nightmare.
It's got to be a shut the fuck up. Bubba, here, can you read it? I'm scared.
Hold on, let me see it.
I'm scared.
Hold on.
I'm so scared. What does it say?
Oh, see, right now, I want you to profusely apologize to one Andy Macho motherfucking man.
I am sorry, Andy Macho Man Savage.
Because you know what he said?
What?
I just sent you the top cities on Messenger.
Oh.
He's just, you know what? Completely, like, you're trying to be a negative motherfucker.
No, I was scared.
And he's like employee of it. He's like, motherfucker, whatever you need, bitch, I got you.
I was scared.
He said, I just sent you the top cities.
He sent you them. He sent you the top cities. They're on your Messenger.
They're on my messenger?
Yeah.
Not yours?
No, not my messenger.
You mean on messenger on here? On my show?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The fuck? What do you mean?
I mean, we got Facebook Messenger too, motherfucker.
We're not conducting business on Facebook.
All right, hold on.
There we go. There's our first 3 stops.
Hold on. Tampa, Orlando, Miami, Charlotte.
Charlotte's been everywhere.
Philadelphia.
Philly's on the podcast too.
See? That. All right, hold on. I got to write these down.
But I hope
Now,
it's not Brian from Philly with his area code, just living down here.
Macho Man, your mic's on.
I'm sorry, Mach.
Are those Bubba Army HQ? Not as those.
Yeah, that's bar listeners.
Okay, perfect. Now, Macho Man, would you have a problem with doing this? Would you be okay? I mean, I'll pay you a little bit.
No, as long as we figure it out and think it through, and they have fiber. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. See, you have to see if they got fiber. See that?
Yeah.
Is Rhett near you?
He's in the archives.
Is he okay? What's he think about the Bubba Army Travel House?
I'm not certain because I was in the archives. I just got back.
Everybody's always in the archives.
AKA the archives or the can.
The shitter?
Just yeah.
What the fuck? I didn't know that. I thought the archives were the archives.
For the main show, just sounds better than hey, we're in the bathroom.
Well, you guys are in the archives a fucking lot.
All that protein.
Orlando. Hold on, I'm writing these down.
Are you concerned, Bubba, that they've been bamboozling you with words? Maybe you thought they've been working hard in the archives, and the whole time they've just been using your bathroom?
Seth, can I tell you something?
You don't care.
There's some shit around here that I can't care about because it'll drive me fucking insane. So if they want to take a couple extra shits around here and it's not really affecting business or I don't really know about it, well, then shit away, buddy. If I'm worried about who's shitting where
fair enough,
around here, I mean, I got to keep you under control, motherfucker.
I just want to say,
your harebrained ideas that I like. But by the way, okay, so right now, Bubba Army HQ is Tampa, Orlando, Miami, Charlotte, Philadelphia.
By the way, R.I.P. Jimmy Carter.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Carter strategically died so that we can now officially say Joe Biden.
Macho's a narc.
What's that?
Macho's a narc.
Oh, did he blow your cover?
I mean, not me. I don't use the archives.
So, you're taking a shit?
No, I wasn't. I was out with the goats, but I'm saying, Macho's a narc.
Okay, fine. Who cares?
I mean, I like the heat Lummy's got from a long distance.
Lummy, listen, do you like the Bubba Army show house idea?
Of course.
Okay. What did Macho narc about? That you were taking a shit?
No,
Who cares?
I wasn't. I was with the goats. I was
It
actually
doesn't
cleaning
matter.
the pond.
Did he blow up the archives deal, Lummy?
For everyone else, I guess.
Oh, you're saying so now you guys can't use the archives on me anymore because I know that archive means shitting.
Realistically, it's just Macho and Rhett that use the archive thing, but
But Bubba, I think now I'm thinking back, whenever you go to them on the show and they're not there, I think it's always like, yeah, they're in the archives.
Yeah, they're in the archives. They're taking shits.
And it's always Macho's working on something.
That's what the point was. So they didn't get in trouble. Because they're taking shits on your clock, brother. Now I got to fucking come down on Macho and Rhett for taking shits on your clock.
He does.
So you're saying being the EP, you got to be like, hey, man, there's a lot of shitting on the clock going on here. That's not good for the business.
Exactly. And I just ran in from the goats, and I'm like, Macho, what the fuck? So now I got to fucking come down on Macho and Rhett.
About shitting on the clock.
Exactly. And they shit a lot, it seems like, on the clock.
Well, you know what? Get to the bottom of it, okay? Johnny EP?
On it.
All right. So, Seth, I was looking.
Lummy's so fucking funny.
He's so fucking mad right now, and I don't even know. You know what? I don't even know why.
Well, dude, Lummy's just, it's a mess outside, Bubba. It's so fucking hot. Like, I think it's done a number on Lummy this summer. He's different than when he was in the winter.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's just, he's outside a lot. I think it's fucking rewiring his brain.
Okay, here we go. Bubba Army HQ has top 5: Tampa, Orlando, Miami, Charlotte, Philadelphia. Now, if you look at the last, and this isn't lifetime, the span that I'm using, Seth, is 1 year.
Yeah.
Okay, because things, there could be somebody that really liked us back in the day. They don't like us so much anymore. It looks like our top 5 cities on YouTube are New York. Chicago. Far different than Bubba Army HQ.
Depends on what you're looking at, Bubba.
Los Angeles, Tampa, and Dallas.
I think if you went by a different metric, it would be Tampa, Orlando, Charlotte.
All right. So then let's go by what metric do we use here?
I went by the average view duration, Bubba. So I went how long people are watching your videos for. So people in Chicago are watching them for an average of 5 minutes a time. People in Tampa are watching them for an average of 32 minutes. People are watching for an average of 20 minutes in Orlando. And they're double they're double Chicago's listening in Charlotte. So
yeah.
I'm just I wish I don't want to get into. I feel like we're getting into the weeds, but I think the 5 cities are pretty much locked in.
You do?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't.
I think you just have to decide whether you want to go to Charlotte or Charleston.
But here's the deal: like, the further that you go, like, let's say you go to New York, let's say you go to Chicago, let's say you go to Los Angeles, let's say you go to Dallas.
No,
we're not.
Right.
We're not. But you do. Like round 2 of this shit, you do.
Oh, the second leg, the European tour.
And, like, you go to New York and you got, like, 200, 300 people that are meeting you for the party. You're like, fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's say, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit risky. It's New York. But the minute that you pull, because everybody's going to say, oh, it's regional. Bubba, everybody knows Bubba and his shit in Florida. But when you go, like, we've never been heard terrestrially in New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, or Dallas. I was heard in New York individually, but I didn't. It wasn't the show. It was just Bubba the Love. It was just rockin' fucking Bubba Clem. So.
There's another one I sent you that says regions.
On YouTube?
On the bar. It's a little different.
Oh, on
Ohio's
bar?
in there.
Okay, hold on here. I see as much information as I can get.
I've got Ohio on podcasting.
Do you?
Yeah, at the bottom, though.
All right, so this is Florida, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, California, Ohio. So we have to consider that, too.
Yeah, we're not going to go to that armpit.
And then somehow I gotta figure out which one of YouTube I'm gonna use. Like which parameter of YouTube. But anyway, Seth, I love it. We're gonna do it.
Okay.
We're gonna do it.
Let's fucking do it, baby. Tampa, Orlando, Miami, Charlotte, Charleston.
Well, I'm gonna look at
Go ahead.
I'm gonna look at Facebook today.
Okay.
But yeah, I like your cities.
I'm just looking out for the first 5.
What was your first? Tampa, Orlando,
Miami,
Yeah.
Charlotte, and Charleston.
Do you think the Charlotte and Charleston are too close to each other?
I don't know their proximity at all. I have no idea.
They're pretty close to each other.
Then I would just pick Charlotte then.
Okay.
Because Charlotte keeps showing up everywhere.
What's 5? Philadelphia?
No, we did 5. Oh, no,
Tampa,
you're right. We're not doing
Orlando,
one or the other.
Miami, Charlotte.
Probably Philly.
Yeah. I mean, again.
Philly or St. Louis. I wouldn't go all the way up to New York or Chicago quite yet, or LA. I would stay, as close to this area as we could.
Yeah.
So I think Philly might be a good option, or like I said, or St. Louis if we're doing a 5th one.
St. Louis scares me. To me, I think we got one guy that's listening a whole bunch in St. Louis.
Well, he listened 4,000 times this month, Bubba.
I know, but...
And 5,000 times.
Well, then that's a dude with a couple buddies. But that's okay.
Okay, well,
we need to go up there. Yeah. See the arch. Have you ever seen the arch?
Nope.
Oh, it's fucking unbelievable.
Never been.
It is. Now, how cool would it be if, like this, obviously...
Well, we
St.
all go
Louis,
see the arch together?
No. We catch a Cardinals game.
Yeah.
Now, see, that, I've been to Busch, that is a fucking ballpark. Like, that doesn't have Wrigley vibes, but it has really good vibe. Like,
they're a historic team.
Oh, it's a historic team and...
But think about
city
us. But think about us going to think about us at the game. Think about us. You filming it there. Think about us fucking. Starting a beer snake there. Think about us going. In the content we can get at the arch and all that shit. Like it's just
the arch is badass.
It's endless. So yeah, there you go.
I like it. I like it a lot, and I like how we take the profits of that, set it aside to pay for our next trip. So because some of these trips will require airfare. And that could get expensive. I mean, if we're going to St. Louis, you can't. That's a 21-hour drive. You got to fly there. You cannot not drive. I mean,
Okay,
It's a 2.5 hour. It's a 2.5 hour, 3 hour flight, but it's 18, 19 hour drive.
Okay.
Like we can't. Like the farthest we could drive would be maybe Charlotte.
All right.
And they got directs now. I mean, you got to fly. You can drive to Orlando, obviously Tampa. You can drive to Miami, but
Apparently we have to go to Canada, too. I just think the direct downloads statistics.
to my
my passport's nice and ready.
let me see here, Macho Man. Now, what are these now? Let me see.
These are direct downloads. People that don't listen live, they download it to their phone and listen later.
All right, what
Holy
city?
shit, Sacramento! What's up? I love the Kings. DeMontis
I can't
Sabonis.
read.
What do you want to know, Bub? I can see y'all.
What's the first? Pine Bluff?
Downloads by top 5 city: Pine Bluff, Scarborough, Unknown, Sacramento, Toronto. The next ones: downloads top 5 region: Arkansas, Ontario, California, Florida, Pennsylvania.
Wow. See, and again, you use all these metrics, Seth, to sit down and nail 5. You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes, Bubba, it's not about metrics. Sometimes it's about that gut feeling.
I know. That's why St. Louis scares me. Gut. St. Louis scares me on the gut. Okay.
I'm just telling you, Bubba. If we were a band and we checked Spotify and we saw that we had a lot of listens coming from St. Louis, we'd want to go play a show in St. Louis.
Yeah. No, I'm listen.
Hey, Kimberly Cheadle just quit. Would you like to hire her to be our security to follow us around the nation?
Fucking way. Yeah. By the way, forgot to tell you, breaking news. As soon as as soon as we started the show, it was about 5 minutes old. Kimberly Cheadle resigns as the director of the FBI. I mean,
why did she do it 24 hours earlier,
she should have
man?
did it in the middle of questioning. So, all right, I fucking quit. You got me. Fuck.
The poor. I mean, I don't want to say. I mean, I know they just ran through her yesterday like they were supposed to, she deserved, but her sitting up there saying she wasn't going to leave, I don't know, man. It just, I hope she finds peace. Is that wrong to say?
No.
I mean, do people want her to die? I don't think she wanted anybody to die on purpose. I don't think it was an inside job. I think it was just a major, major fucking oversight. Is that getting too political?
I think that,
and it's embarrassing.
I think that this is directly on Joe Biden, and I think that she's had to.
You think she's taking biting the bullet for him
a little bit. I think this also takes a little bit of the sting away from no pun intended from him. The debacle of him pulling out and now Kamala being here. I think it could have made Kamala look a little bit stronger. I don't know if the vice president has the authority to fire her or not.
Yeah,
but had she. Or she was a spokesperson for Joe. I think it could have set up Kamala to look pretty strong had Kamala made the decision. Because I mean, obviously everybody except for one congressperson called for her resignation. So you can't go wrong. Like when you fire her, that's exactly what you need to do. So she resigned, but prior to her resignation, I would have had Kamala come on there and said, after speaking with the president, we have and the president's not feeling well, so you keep doubling down on him not doing well. The president, which is setting you up for you to be the president sooner, for them to do a big switcheroo here. So I spoke with the president, and he signed an executive order today, firing. See, firing is far worse than resigning.
I think they try to give these people, hey, they've turned in their resignation and I've accepted it, kind of thing.
Yeah, but
Kimberly Cheadle's been really. Either way,
I mean,
they might have forced her out anyway, Bubba. They might have forced her out after yesterday. They might have said, "You got to get out of here."
Kamala should have pulled one of these.
You're fired. Get out of here. You're fired.
That's pretty effective.
You're fired. Get out of here. You're fired.
Bubba, do you think that, because I've been watching Veep again, do you think that is it Kamala? I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
Kamala, do you think that she was like rooting for Joe Biden to drop out? Because she looked so fucking happy yesterday when she went to visit the headquarters and everything. I mean, she didn't look like she even knew who Joe Biden was.
She has been. This is her only path to where she would never. She knows that Joe can't win. So at the end of the day, your Veep with aspirations of being the president. Let's just be honest, right? I mean, it's like it's like if you were the AAA third baseman for the Rays, this big hotshot motherfucker. But unless the major league guy goes down, you're going to be in triple. You're never going to be the guy.
And she ran for president last time and flamed out pretty quickly, right?
Oh yeah, everybody beat her. Like Tulsi Gabbard, everybody.
Oh,
beat
the
her.
Tulsi Gabbard clip's just nonstop going around.
I love that. So the only way you're ever going to get to be president is if you're at the top of the ticket, because you're top of your ticket now. See, the only way she could be president, Seth, would be if Joe would win. She'd do another term as vice, and then she would be kind of the favorite, odds-on incumbent for 2028.
Yeah.
They're like, kind of like the way Joe did with Obama. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but that requires Joe to win, this coming November 5. And that's not going to that ain't going to fucking happen. He ain't winning. The Democrats have broke this down 86 ways of Sunday and have figured out they can see the polling in all these swing states. Wisconsin down by 5, Michigan down by 7, Minnesota down by 4, Pennsylvania down by 6, Ohio down by double digits, Georgia down by 4, Arizona down by 5, and Nevada is like red. And so you're like, we're fucked. There's no way we can win with the horse that we're riding. So, in her mind, she's thinking, well, fuck, he's got to quit. He's got to take his candidacy out.
I wonder if she worried about the party, running towards somebody else other than her, or if she knew all along.
I think she knew all along. I think they knew all along because they didn't want it, because it's going to be a shit show if they didn't pull the trigger fast on it. Like, listen, Joe's gone, Kamala's up. Boom, that's cut and dry. That's cut and dry. That's decisive. Boom. I mean, otherwise you'd have a month full of speculation. Oh, is it like everybody they're speculating to be the VP? They would be speculating on to who is going to be president.
Right?
Oh, is it Gavin Newsom? Is it
no.
Is it the bitch from Michigan? Is it the dude from Pennsylvania? Everybody that they're thinking about, possibly being the VP would now be potentially the president. So the person with the most experience, that's closest to that office, it's the right thing to do. Putting Kamala there is the right thing to do. Now, it may not be the most popular thing to do. It may not be the thing that's going to get you to win, but it's the right thing to do. And they did the right thing. Now they picked the dude from Pennsylvania that's Jewish and is
Shapiro.
And
you think Kamala was like rooting for Joe Biden to like fuck up his speech and stuff? You do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I was starting to think about it yesterday too.
Fuck yeah, he was.
I mean, because why? I mean, why not? Like, you're there for one job, to be the president,
right? Fuck yeah, he was. Fuck yeah, she was. She's like, man, fuck the kind of like Veep.
You think she was like texting some of her Republican friends, like, look at this fucking idiot?
Remember with Veep? I mean, she was pulling against her guy.
She but she never talked to him. Like, he only got her because she was a woman, so he didn't really even bother even letting her know what was going on with certain things. She had to find out from everybody else. We're gonna start talking about Veep all the time. People are gonna get mad at us like Suits.
But boy, I gotta tell you, man, you might want to consider, if people are listening to this and you're not familiar with, it was originally on Showtime, wasn't it?
HBO, yeah.
HBO. It was originally on HBO. It's about 10 years old. Maybe older.
Probably last season was I don't think the last season was more than 10 years ago, but I think it first started about 10.
And so anyway, it's called Veep, Veep, and it's about, at the end of the day, just it literally is about exactly what's happening to our country. The woman is a vice president, and she's kind of a fuck up. It's the girl from Seinfeld.
Yeah, Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Right, but by the way, I love as an actress. Love her.
She's great.
And it's about her, and she's the VP that they just threw in there because she looked good and she could bullshit. Kind of like a Sarah Palin kind of deal, right?
Yeah.
And she kind of Sarah Palin herself in to be the next thing you know, she's the Veep. She doesn't do shit. She really doesn't do shit.
She has to do all all the shit the president doesn't want to do, like go to barbecues and shit in Alabama.
Right, like just stupid shit that she hates. And she's always bitching about it, and she's got this staff, and they're a bunch of fuck ups.
And she's divorced, and her ex-husband's a fucking, tries to always get shit from her. It's just, I don't know, man. It's a good show. It's just like a documentary.
And it is. It's a great show. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the president can't run. He has a heart attack. Doesn't he have a heart attack?
There was something that happened because she went into the war room for the first time, and then they came and yanked her out because he was in stable condition.
Right.
She thought he was dying, so she got very excited.
So he dies.
No, he didn't die. He just had to, I think, for health stuff.
That's right. Well, anyway, listen, she ends up being the candidate, and she wins, and she becomes a president, and she doesn't know shit. Like, she literally doesn't know shit. And the whole thing is just based around her navigating around being the president, and she she talks shit about leaders, and it's funny as app. It would be as if almost if we were president, like just a normal person who doesn't know shit.
Well, I think this is what it's really like after watching the show. I think this is what politics is really like. That's why I enjoy it.
I think you might be right.
I think whoever wrote that really fucking knew what they were writing about.
I don't know that, or they got real fucking lucky. Because at that time, we didn't have at the time this was written, the only probably major female player we had in politics would have been Hillary, right?
Yeah, I don't think that this was not based off of real life. I just think that
but they emulated real life.
I'm just thinking with what's happening now and what happened on the show. Yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah, so it's Veep. If you got a chance to. If you got a chance to go,
check it out. Let us know.
You want to do some binge watching or something like that?
We'll do binge watching when we're going on tour.
Hey, honest to God, I really like that. I really like that idea.
Which one?
The Bubba Army Road Show.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Bubba Army. I think that's what we call it, Bubba Army Road Show.
Perfect.
And
got to just mix it up a little bit.
Let me see, Lummy, Macho Man, Rhett, Bubba, Seth. So we got. We're gonna need like a 5-bedroom.
Well, if we went to Orlando, we'd need we need Tuttle and Colton too.
Yeah,
those guys would probably sleep in the same bed for us.
No, they would probably actually sleep out on the if we had a pool, like on the chairs.
Should we have them sleep out front with guns protecting our home?
Yes, yes. They can be secret. They'll be our Secret Service. The loners and we're gonna be well protected.
Loner and Stoner Secret Service.
Yeah. There's a guy trying to get in with a gun. I don't know what the hell's going on. Colton, can you get a better look at him?
I don't know, dude. I'm so high. I don't know what the fuck's going on. If we let this guy in, Bubba's going to be really mad.
Sir, I don't think you should be getting in. It's 1 a.m. I know you're an avid fan, but Seth will be freaked out if he wakes up to get his to piss at 1 a.m. and sees you roaming around as a cat burglar. So we're going to ask you not to leave. Ask you to leave, sir. Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
We cater in dinner on Friday. That's all live. We invite any royalty that wants to be there for the Friday night the Friday night house party, and then the Saturday meet and greet.
Yep.
And then the Sunday go home, and the menagerie that we're all tired, and then Monday we're going to be bitching. We're all fucking tired. Sucks.
Yeah, maybe.
I love it.
We gotta grind.
Get on. Have you, Phoebes, Ashley, get on Airbnb and Verbo and start looking in, weekends in like early October, early November.
Okay.
And let's see, and
All right, we'll get something.
I'm sure that there's more expensive weekends than other. But I mean, what's a badass house?
Well,
are they usually $3 or $4 grand? Macho Man, do you know?
I was going to say EDC is the first week of November, so if we want to do that while I'm over there getting raged out, that'd be probably an interesting show.
We can't have you.
Why not?
Wiring up the house and then going to EDC. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
wire up EDC, come home, pump it away with us.
Here's what I'm thinking. Can you imagine they probably jack the prices up on Airbnb with EDC weekend? There's 50 or 60,000 people that come in for the weekend.
Well, the hotels might jack it up, but sometimes the Airbnb, they don't know everything that's going on. So
bullshit, they don't.
All right, listen, man.
They got impact pricing.
Look, well, we're going to figure out. But the Macho Man, we need him
Macho Man, what says like a big party house usually go? Seth, have you looked at Airbnb?
No, but I'm
Orlando?
guessing like it's $600-700 a night.
No, I'm thinking like 2 G's.
No. Good for a 5-bedroom.
Go right now. Airbnb, just like
I don't want. I can't.
This is a podcast.
I know, but I got to do another podcast in 20 minutes.
Okay.
I can look up Airbnb. Not
Okay,
here.
motherfucker, we're done, bitch.
Thank
Fuck you.
He is a Jew. He's very funny. He wants more money and more mic time. He's got anxiety. He's got depression. He takes pills so he doesn't lose his mind. He's just a fuck boy. He's not your goy toy. He is our Sethy boy. He's not your goy toy. Direct deposits. He's making profits. He's picking pockets. When his daughter's around, he stole dumbbells. He's building muscle. He's digging tunnels deep under the ground. He's just a fuck boy. He's not your goy toy. He is our Sethy boy. He's not your goy toy.